Hi there, I'm George Flickinger, and we've just finished up our morning newscast. In fact, I'm actually still wearing my earpiece for this. I want to give you an update not only on the weather you can expect for this weekend. You've probably heard about the rain that's coming, but also some of the science behind it. And while we're not expecting a big freezing event, and also the chance for snow that we're going to see on Sunday, while we're not expecting that to be a big deal, I want to show you exactly why that's not going to be a big deal for you. Still could see a few slick spots in the roads, but not expecting a major winter storm. Now, first off, I want to show you what we're tracking for you to give you an idea of the timeline. Then we'll get into the specifics of why this is going to happen. Most of the rain is going to fall Friday night through Saturday morning. Heavier rain east. Most rainfall totals will be fairly low, but usually are fairly low during the winter time. It's our driest part of the year, between 1/10 of an inch to under 1/2 inch. We'll see some 1/2 inch totals east of Tulsa. This is going to be a wet weather event and not an icy weather event, and I want to show you why. This is one of our computer models, and there's a whole bunch of forecasting models we can use to choose from to try to show you what the forecast is going to be like. And in this one in particular, what we're watching right here, this is looking at Friday evening. And if you look down closely at Oklahoma, you'll notice that these little lines coming out, those are what we call wind barbs, wind arrows. They're coming from the south and east. Whenever we have a southeast wind, especially at night, out ahead of an advancing weather system, the temperature does not drop. So our highs that'll be in the lower 40s today are going to have a tough time dropping down at all. In fact, we may actually warm up a few degrees tonight because ahead of the low, we'll have a southeast wind, and that's going to keep our temperatures above freezing. So that means that when the precipitation starts, it's just going to be a cool to cold rain instead of being icy weather. Now also, earlier in the week, it looked like that some of the rain would be arriving later on Saturday, and now looks like it's going to be Friday night and Saturday morning, because look at the position of the low. On Saturday morning, this would be 7 a.m. Saturday morning, you can see that red L, that's the low. It's going to be to the south of Tulsa, and those wind arrows are coming from the north. So that means the cold front has passed on through, and as the front has passed on through, most of the rain with that front would then be located closer toward the low and the frontal boundary, which would be south and east of Tulsa. So this means that when you likely wake up for Saturday morning, most of the rain is going to be done, and most of our Saturday is going to be dry. Now, as far as I'm going to show you a different map here, and this is going to be a look at the moisture levels, and this is also going to show us why we're not expecting that much rain out of it. I'm going to stop this loop and advance, go back here. Now, the easiest way to explain this, where you see some of the darker colors, the yellows and oranges, that's indicating higher dew point temperatures, which means basically it's feeling more humid. Notice how that is pretty much limited to Texas, also into Louisiana, and you can also see it nudging into Arkansas. So this is Saturday at 7 a.m. Notice that at that time we're getting into the bluish colors, which represents dew points in the 30s, which is the drier air moving in. This limits your precipitation potential. You get more rain when the weather's more humid. So at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, the main precip areas, heaviest of it, will be possible south and east of Tulsa into Texas and Louisiana. Then advancing toward Sunday, we're going to see a weaker weather system advancing across northeastern Oklahoma, but the snow potential with that is going to be extremely limited. This is showing dew point temperatures around 15 to 20 degrees. What this means, if we do get any snow, it's not going to be a big deal, and because the air is so dry, it would just be kind of a dusting of snow. It would be a very dry snow, and we would likely just see some snow flurries, and it would also likely blow away in the wind, as it's going to be extremely windy coming up for the weekend. This computer model, this is specifically looking at temperatures. This may be a little bit easier to understand. Just simply where you see the bluer colors, that just means it's cold. That's the colder air moving in. By Saturday night, we'll have the colder air arriving in northeastern Oklahoma. Then as we work our way into Sunday, let me advance this to Sunday. Let's see here, coming up. It's coming up. It's big time, Brittany. It's coming up here. Okay. Now, as we work our way into Sunday, you can see we're in the blues. We're only going to see temps in the 30s, but with the wind, it is going to feel much colder than that. We're going to have some bitter wind chills coming up on Sunday, with wind chills only in the single digits and the teens. So the bottom line, the cold front, as it's going to be moving in earlier, arriving Friday night and Saturday morning, that means that most of the rain we're going to see is also going to occur Friday night and Saturday morning. So I'm George Flickinger. Hopefully this weather information helps you better plan your weekend. Thanks for watching, and Bye-bye.